Ciao amore. This is Magister Smitha. You might notice something different with my hair. I would really like to thank you so much for Andina for giving me the birthday present. This ring lights, this tripod, this recording things, and all the recording kit. Thank you so much. Today I would really like to explain and share to you guys about my huge interest in tarot readings. Since I was a kid, this card has always been a huge interest. I always loved something that related to occultism, something that related to gothic stuff, something that related to, obscurity, something horror, something metaphysical. It's always been my huge interest. But back then, I haven't seen tarot cards in my life. I haven't seen anyone doing tarot readings, but I saw it from the medias, from the television, from the magazine, from everywhere. What is that? I'm really curious about it because the pictures, the drawings is really scary. It's really interesting. It's like full of mystery. When I was 10, I found this book at the very normal bookstore and I saw this book. It's in Bahasa. I still keep this book since I was 10 years old. It's talking about how to read tarot cards and the brief explanation about the history of tarot cards, and I am really excited about it. I cannot quit reading it. I cannot quit bringing it everywhere, even to school. Even this book is actually banned once, and my mother has to take this back from the teachers at my school because I have really huge interest about this. And of course, I wanted to buy the cards. I wanted to touch and learn and feel about this very specific cards. But I couldn't find it back then because in my country, it's not popular at all. Even though you've seen it on TV, on movies, but it's just more like gimmicks. And I think people bring it from the outside of the country, from the overseas, and bring it to my country. But it's been really difficult. Even my mother helped me to find the cards, and when I was 13 I finally get it, but it's actually I don't buy it from the bookstore or a very special metaphysical store, but I get it as a free gimmicks from magazine. I still keep the box and it's really dusty. I still keep the tarot cards here. You can see it's written. Oh no, you cannot see it. Let me just read it. 17 and it's sponsored by Pepsodent Delisio. So it's not something that is so occult or it's not so mysterious about this card because you can see there are so many colors, so many, I can say, girlish colors, fun colors in this card, and it's really small, but I'm really grateful back then to have this card because finally I can learn how to read tarot cards. I met a lot of my friends. I asked my friends to become my client of tarot readings, and they're really excited about it because there are, it's pretty rare to find tarot cards, and it's not so many people who have interest towards tarot readings, and they were like so ecstatic, especially the girls. They asked me to read the tarot cards, and even some of them are giving me money to do the readings for them. They are paying me. When I was 13, I got paid because of doing the tarot readings. Even though I'm still learning, I'm still read the book, and I am still trying to stitch like all of these meaning of the cards. So back then I'm still really confused about the use of these tarot cards because I still think it's just a game. To me, a game of fortune telling. But I don't really feel that I have a huge talent of fortune telling because I think that requires a very, metaphysical talents, I guess. But I'm pretty sure I am not a psychic, or I'm not even sure if I am an indigo boy or not. I don't know. I'm just a very normal boy who have very weird interest. My best friend, Andina and Henry, I mean, like, obviously you guys are the people who likes to give me present. They gave me the proper tarot cards, my first proper tarot cards ever. This tarot cards, it's called Deviant Moon by Patrick Valenza. It's really interesting because the picture is more like Tim Burton-ish kind of drawings. The colors, the pictures, you can see it on the internet, Deviant Moon. The card is not look like the original one. It's not so alchemy like the original one, but it still has a very good quality of illustration there. Few years after they gave me the cards, after I practiced with this card, I practiced with so many people, with a lot of my friends. Almost every single time people ask me to hanging out, I always bring my tarot card. I don't really use this as a form of fortune telling. Some people use it for a divination. Some people use it for other purposes, but me, I use this deck of cards as a form of, at first it was an entertainment, but then I realized I think it has more psychological use of this card. And I found a person on the internet. He has this book, Tarot and Psychology, Spectrum of Possibility. And this professor, if I'm not mistaken, he's an expert in psychology, obviously. This professor making this book with all the explanation that this is not a fortune telling, this is more to psychological meditation. Even it's a form of therapy. At the age of 24 or 25, a few years after they gave me the tarot cards, I started to have a very abrupt financial problems, and a friend of mine came to me and gave me an advice. I think you should just try to make it as a business. Back then, my idealism is not really agreed with that, because I always think that I think it's a form of healing. It's a form of helping other people. Why should I ask people money for that? But then I second thought about it, because I realized that I'm a costume designer. I am learning about it, and I use my talent to help other people and help my financial thing too. So I think that is actually quite normal. I mean, for people who, for example, like doctor, lawyers, or pretty much everyone use their own talent, use their own knowledge to sell. So I think, yeah, I need to help myself by helping other people. So I think, yeah, okay, that's a good idea. When you are doing the readings, there are 78 times 2 or more advices. You know, every single card has meanings. Every single card has advices. And when it is inverted, in an inverted position, like this one, it has a very different kind of meaning. And I'm not going to explain to you guys here about the meanings. When I gave advice to other people, I actually giving advice to myself. And it happens almost every single spread, on every single card. So I think that's a very beautiful thing about this job. I share my knowledge to people. People share their own problems, their own question, their own anxiety to me. I have so many clients with so many problems, so many backgrounds, and I think it's really amazing to know a lot of people, and it makes me feel like I am not alone when I have a problem. And I think that's the beauty of doing tarot reading. One more beautiful thing about tarot readings is I know a lot of people, and I know myself. I know my maker. There are maybe actually there are more things to share to you guys about tarot cards, but I think that's all I'm just going to say for now about my interest toward tarot readings. And if you have a question, if you are going to do the tarot readings with me, I'm really welcome to that. Not only because of the commercial purposes here, but it's because I wanted to meet you. I wanted to meet new people with new backgrounds, new stories, because I feel enriched when people come to me to do the tarot reading. So thank you guys for watching. See you next time.